sorry for recording this a little bit. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me say this kind of a point once and for all. Huh?
Yes.
There are people who think about you have to get some people's strategy so as you can make it. And you can never see somebody's strategy talking about, oh guys, I'm building. I can build, but the building is not my strategy. But what is giving me this kind of, and what people have ever been listening to Gintu or watching from Gintu, it's a different thing that brings money. Let me tell you this. Do you know that even whenever I shoot some videos of how the construction is going, it can never get to a video that I have reacted. Do you get me?
Really?
Even if you talk about you're going to be going to a state, sorry to the people who think about our Gintu is a little bit doing this and this. The reaction, if people have to watch the reaction, they have ventured themselves into reaction. There are people whom, if you don't have the reaction, they will never watch.
They oriented reacted.
They will never watch, my friend, the reaction that you have done. And there are people who enjoy whenever they hear about this and this and this and this is coming out clearly. And there are people who talk about, no, I don't want this. I want the reality. I want to see how the construction is going. But I try to mix it. But this kind of, the talk about the home construction, talk about the other preparations here and there, visiting somebody, having this and this, they have less impact
On
it. But whenever it comes to the reaction, it's the one that is having much of the tension.
So that means that most of your audience, they believe in reaction.
Because that's what I fed them. Yeah, that's what I fed them from the first.
And you have a good number of audience.
Exactly.
From this, of course, what I believe here is everyone is on YouTube to make something which will assist anyone else or will be a benefit to the village.
Exactly.
According to this reaction you usually do. Because I usually watch your video. I usually even comment to your videos.
Exactly.
I usually say kaboom,
kaboom,
kaboom.
He'll slash and fire.
What do you think? What do you think? You being on this other side of the camp, which is the reaction. Yeah. What do you think this reaction is benefiting the village? When we come there, leave alone now the audience. Let's come to the village now.
Okay, to the village. Number one. We have like 2 points to get it. The question I've just asked. Yes. The impact of the reaction to the environment. Or to talk about the ecosystem we are living. Yeah.
Here in Nyabo.
Point number one. Yeah. I'm enlightening the people who are coming up as YouTubers. Don't think about you will ever depend on somebody and make it. Don't think about you have to depend on somebody. One day it will become a fault on you. And what I've said, you know, sometimes we come out with a reaction regarding with what we ever saw. I react with what I ever saw, so it can never happen to you again. That's point number one. Point number two, we are putting people in, talk about in a motion that whatever you are ever seeing outside here, it's totally different. It's a different world. And whoever wants to get to the YouTube platform, thinking about you have ever seen Gintu doing this, know that when you come in, you'll know that things are totally different. And that's the biggest. And number three is, you know, when it comes to the reaction, if you have reaction of entertainment, I have a reaction, but it has entertainment on it. You understand? So there's something like you can talk about, you go to Churchill show in Kenya. Then you go and ask them, we have laughed, yeah, it was a laughter day, it was so hilarious, it was so funny. Then you ask the guy, what is the impact of that kind of the, talk about, you go to a theater, you ask the person who was there, who was entertaining, asking the guy that, you know what, your entertaining was so good, but does it have any benefit to the village? You talk about that's entertainment. Whether it has a teaching, it has teachings, or it has the other side. But entertainment fully, it's either it has something that will make somebody to laugh and go on with the life.
Do you go back after every video? Me, I usually read my comments after every video so that I can learn where I've done mistakes, where I've done wrong, where I've done good.
I understand.
To advance for the next video. After every video that you usually do, sometimes I believe that you get a lot of comments.
Exactly.
Some of them you cannot read them. But have you ever take time to go through
I
them?
read everything.
What do you realize?
I realize much of the people to my side. I can tell you this as a fact. They like reaction of entertainment.
Reaction of entertainment.
That's the audience I have, mostly. They like reaction of entertainment. And most of them, yes, we have the supporters who are there to watch everything. Whether you do bad, whether you do good, they'll motivate you. They are there. It's not like it's only Ginto who is making this kind of the strategy only. We have everybody. And right now, I'm telling you this as a fact. The CPM and talk about the watch rate now, it has gone low. Right now. It's because of January, February, March, and some time of April. From April forward, you'll see things are changing from talk about
May.
From May, June.
July.
Now things will be so good. I don't know. Much of the people have the audience from overseas, and whenever we talk about like right now, we have they are having some cold seasons there. Some people are in their houses doing some other things here and there. So it becomes so hard for them to talk about. I have to sit down and watch you. You understand? So it becomes. But whenever it comes to a sunny and winter there, talk about maybe summer or such kind of the seasons there, it will be so good in terms of that.
Okay.
And right now I'm telling you, everybody right now is crying about the CPM and also the viewers. Everybody now is complaining. Look at anyone who was getting more than 30,000, 20,000.
No matter what audience you have.
Exactly. Right now. Have you checked it?
Yeah, because even sometimes we the small YouTubers like me, they are coming. How do you call Ernest, Sergio. Those are his big boys in your hands. How do you call your father a failure?
How can I be? And I've never met you. How can I be?
No, that's what he's saying.
My friend, let me tell you about my reality about whatever comes out from Ginto. It's the fact. I've never talked about I support.
But Ginto, there is something you're hiding me here, bro.
Say it.
Because if this is the first project that is coming in from on your side, and the second project is going to Kohera, so there is you must know something.
Whoever
in
told you that,
and,
let me tell you one thing. What I like mostly is a person who is talking about gonna be Ginto is being supported. The next project gonna be there. I'm gonna be sending some receipt. Talk about send me the receipt. I confirm you are sent Ginto 800,000 Kenya shillings. You send Ginto 1 million. Send it.
The receipt.
Send the receipt and talk about Ginto has ever received 1 million, 2 million Kenya shillings so as he can just build the house. That's the fact. I'm telling you, we will never see it.
So the fact is you don't know that project of Kohera.
I don't know. I'm telling you the fact that even Kohera, I don't support him. Because I tell you, it was a failure the first time. If we can just leave the wife to be married with another person, he's a failure too. Because even if the guy grabbed, where were you?
Where were you?
Where were you?
And why is he really crying every day?
He's crying because he's content.
So this is about the content.
This is about the content,
but it's not about to bring the wife back.
Yeah, that nobody tells you about, Kohera Senior is what. I've never met him personally. And I've never got such kind of an urge talking about I'm going to be meeting this kind of a man so as you can just have a discussion. I don't have even that kind of a time now, I'm telling you.
One word to our Kohera is an aged person.
Yeah, I understand.
He's our father.
Yeah.
One word to him because he made a mistake for the first time.
Yeah.
And I see now he's repeating the same mistake by
He's gonna be repeating. He's gonna be repeating.
What can you tell him?
The only good solution for him to do it's to make sure that because Madam Esther went for good.
She moved on.
She moved on already. Even if they were dancing, let that dance be that is a history.
It's a history.
It will foretell because right now, what I can just talk about is look at this kind of a thing keenly. Has he married? That's a question I'm asking. Has he married?
Kohera.
Yeah.
Where is he married?
He's married.
With the
So
children
why
there.
couldn't he wait for Esther? Right now, you could be coming out to tell people, guys, I never even married.
Waiting for-
I'm waiting for her, and Mr. Congrats Dad took over my game. That's the point that we could just talk about. We are sympathizing with him.
But he moved
But
on.
he moved on also. So whom are you confirming to?
So the reality is he must move on and he must stop crying.
You continue crying. Because the world is for everybody.
The world-
You are free. Yeah, you are free. If you want to cry, you just cry.
No problem.
No problem. What we need is the point to reach home.
I've reminded up to this stage, I've remembered something that I usually say that sometimes I usually think if we can discuss this off the camera because it's deeply concerning about the family issues.
The family issues.
Yeah. Sometimes I usually think it's very wise if we can discuss it off the camera. But because now we are in the game of YouTube, we can discuss it.
You know, we call him the father of YouTube in Nyabohanse. He always solved everything in the camera.
On the camera.
Solve it.
No, it's not about solving, but I can
solve.
ask to know.
Exactly.
When you are growing, have you ever asked how many your father, how many wives did he manage to marry?
My father is a legend. My father has 2 wives, man.
2 wives.
And I don't know, porcupines are there. I think so.
Outside there.
Yeah.
But have you ever asked him that when they were growing? Because what I believe is Mr. Congrat's dad moved to this village. He was never made. He was never born here. But now we can say he's made here.
Yeah, exactly.
How many years do you think is right now?
Do you know that I was, it was like 19s there, 2000s there. 2000s there, 90 somethings there. But the real fact is I was I got born.
You found him.
I found him, and I knew because I was supplying milk to him too. I was a boy, a very young boy. I was
supplying milk in the village.
Even him including. And I can remember I was like standard 2, which is grade 2 here. Grade 2 is like 8 years there.
8 years? No, grade 2. Grade 2, no. Grade 2. Now we have
grade 2 is like 8 years.
We have grade 2 and what? And how do you know this CBC?
It's grade. It's called grade.
Yeah, grade
it's the
2.
same. Yeah, it's like 8
class
years.
2.
It's like it's like class 2.
Yeah,
that's 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
8 to 9 years.
Yeah, I can just remember during that time he came to buy a calf of a dairy cattle from here, and that
from your dad.
From my dad, because we are having the dairy cattle from 1984. My dad had them here, so he was the one of the biggest farmer of the dairy cattle here. So people were coming to purchase this kind of the calves from
and
him.
The milk.
I saw him the first time he came to my home, and I was the one who he told me that tata nifukuzie tunaenda kwenda sehemu hii, naenda kwenda nyumbani. So it was he told me that I have to just make sure that the calf is moving. I had to be back so as I can just push it.
So my question is, this mzee, he has been here for long.
Yeah.
As I believe.
Exactly.
Because me, I was not born here.
Yeah.
It's not my village. Have you ever had any conflict between maybe your dad and Congrats dad before us?
Before us? I don't think.
You don't think?
Yeah.
So, you know, now this is a family.
Exactly.
It's a family. That guy has a family. He has made a family. He's a father of this village now.
Exactly.
I believe that.
Exactly.
In this game of YouTube, why is it that
it's changing?
It's changing because it's not changing, but it's taking another space.
Exactly.
Whereby, when I watch your video most of the time, you are on this family. You are on top of this family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day, each month, you are rectifying. Same family. So from me, maybe I thought there is a problem between the families, as the family was growing from the other years back.
Yeah.
But maybe you've clarified that there is no problem.
Exactly.
So why is it that every day you are on this family?
It's because
so we start from because you don't choose. You usually go to Ayamarwa. You come back to Congrats Dad. You go back to Mom, Madam Esther. Yes, am I right?
Exactly.
Congrats, Mom.
Yeah.
You go back to
Lady J.
how do you call it? D Mwango. We go to David Jr. Yeah. Why is it you centered in this family? What is the secret?
Let me tell you one thing.
Kindly be wise.
I'm open, my friend, and I'm telling you this as a fact. Look at when everything started. Look at where the YouTube started, when it started. Nobody had any bad intention with anyone. But how the moves are coming out, the moves, we are talking about the moves. The space we are right now. And how people treat you and how they tell you. Once, that's why we always talk about, look at the start of this kind of the game to be this way it is. It started with one person. It started with one person. And before even it could start with this one person, it's just the jealousy of some people. They want to talk about it's only our family that did this kind of the platform, and you are coming to milk from this kind of the family. Nobody was bothered about this kind of the family, but we were employed to do this kind of the job. But at large, now it becomes that now this kind of the people, we are going there for making sure that we are going to gain from there. The only thing that they're talking about is gaining from that family. Now we were. It's off.
It's off again. Really?
It's off.
Let's check. Sometimes it's going very heating.
Change the bar.
It's heating.
Yeah, it has heat.
Give me this one.
Yeah. No problem. It has heat.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's the problem with this camera. Sometimes I think settings.
They're always that way. Because
but yours is not heating.
No, in terms of heating, they are heating, but too much sun.
Too much sun.
The solar is soaring down here like safari rally. You understand that? Man?
Okay, we go on, guys.
Yeah, I was talking about the space now.
The space, yeah.
Look at the real stuff about when everything now started getting a corner. When we were aligned and accused. From the moms only, talk about the dad and talk about the children. They started accusing us badly. From the first person who started accusing was who? Was the con mom. Talk about the congrats mom. Started accusing and talking about I am the one who stole the fish, and she went so as she can feed the fish at 6 in the morning, but no fish could just come out, and talked about I'm a very bad person. Even he never knew that I was so horrible like that, and he talked about he can even curse me. Much of the things, you understand? And for the real fact about a parent, if you are a real parent and you want to talk about I'm like your son, I'm like talk about such kind of the thing, maybe uncle, whatever, and you are an aged person, are you going to can you solve an issue like you want?
You can stand this way. Yeah, this way.
Yeah. Can you go and solve an issue via talking about I don't want to see you, you are a very stupid person, I never want to see you at my home, you are a thief, and I'll ever go to the police, I'm going to accuse you in the police and make sure that you're going to be arrested. I never liked you since you started this kind of a job. You understand? So what can it roll onto your head? It's something that it comes that they never liked you, and why can't they tell you that, hey, in a good way as a parent, and you know how the parents do it, like hey Gintu or Jose, you know how I see some things here, I see like you can just have you can give us a space a little bit. We have some 2 issues here and there to discuss, so we will call you. Or so how can we solve? Yesterday I heard that some fish have gotten outside here. Can you tell me a story how it was?
Do you know anything?
I do know anything about it. You can just come once and promptly just come whenever, just come from here once from here and talk about hey, you are a very stupid man. What are you doing here? Who told you that in this house you are just acknowledged to come here? I have just accused you. Why couldn't I come and talk about, hey, bro? To the real fact, I don't, if you don't have an appointment, I don't do with the person who doesn't have an appointment to my area. What I need from you is get an appointment, please. But I don't hesitate to give a room to people like you. You just come, we shall have a video or do this. But you climbing to the top here, I've not felt good. So next time, please come and ask for a chance, so as if you can be given, there's no one is gonna be lending this kind of a bad accusation to you. You can understand, even you can talk about, please bro, I came but not knowing, but if you have said it, yes, I have understood. You can just make some things out of the emotions. But coming to accuse somebody direct, pinpointing and even accusing and talking about are going to be going to the police and you have stole some fish. You understand? So it's something that they are handling the content. Gintu, can we have a content here? And every time Yuguno could come, Nasto could come, Boki will come, talk about Gitriba will come, Gake is there, Mogesu was there.
How many subscribers were you at that time?
I was 4,000.
4,000.
4,000. 4,000 like 600.
And now?
I'm 7.
7.
Approaching 8.
How many years have passed?
No years. Months.
Some months.
Yeah.
That was last year?
That was
March.
last year, not much. It was last year. I was totally being fired in terms of from there, like talk about Mayday. But the video was done that officially you are terminated from the villa. It was around June.
June.
Yeah.
Last year, June.
Yeah. Last year. June.
Are you talking about 2024 or 2023?
2024.
2024?
Yeah.
Really? I'll go and check the last video we made with you because I asked that question.
Exactly.
You remember?
Yeah.
So what you are trying to say is that the approach
was
not good.
It was not good.
But I remember
and how they're handling this kind of
I
people.
remember, sorry, I remember. I once saw a video. I cannot remember that there were 2 boys.
Maro himself doesn't have any problem with anyone.
Sure.
Me, I'm telling you that as a fact.
Even he has no problem with you.
Doesn't have any problem with anyone.
But why are you always
he was being given. Let me
me?
tell you this as a fact now, because I was the one who was there. I was the one cooking for him, serving him.
You know him very well.
I know him A to Z. You understand? Even he gave me the contract. The villa, I was the one who brought there the materials. During that time I was the driver. You understand? But he never knew who I was.
Who are you now?
During that time I was a driver. Right now I'm a YouTuber and I was a fish farmer. So he gave me a work as a fish farmer after I went to school as a catering and accommodator guy. So I left the job. I was looking for money so as I can just go to the college and sustain my sustainabilities. You understand? So from there now I had to do some other things that I come out from there because driving is not everything. You understand?
Yeah.
And doing in clubs because I was one of the biggest bouncers. I was one of the biggest security guards in there, and I was a good CCTV guy, controller. And from there now, I just talked about this is just a bullshit work. What can I do so as I can just sustain myself? Why am I going to do this kind of the things to the people only? If you want
guys, the sun is
shining.
It's too hot and things are getting hot here. Yeah. And we have to make it, guys. And they have burned something from down. I think it can just be this.
The liter system.
Yeah, the liter system. They are collecting some small issues there.
Yeah.
And now they are doing what we are calling sanitizing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the fact now I wanted to tell you is the fact about Maro himself doesn't have much of the things until the time now the Rosio joined the group. That was the changing point and the turning point of him.
Really?
I'm telling you as a fact. Go check everyone who is complaining A, B, C, D. They will just...
I think we have to look for an opposition. We can be somewhere. Maybe where? Down there or...
maybe at the back. At the back?
At the back.
At the back.
Guys, there is a smoke coming from down there. They are buying some liters and... We need to know, this is my second podcast with Gintu.
Yeah, man.
Trying to see his progress on his project. Things are just cooking. He has a beautiful house ongoing here, guys, you can see. Very nice project. And he's making it out of his way. He said that he has nobody who is behind this. This is his own sweat. But tell me down in the comment section, is it real? From him.
Yeah.
Now here is good.
Yeah, it's good.
We can even sit here, we can stand here. Extra. To the other side, you can go.
Yeah, there's no problem.
Yeah, this is his home, guys. He's trying to make some good.
Yeah, there's a change.
Project.
Yeah. And you know, bro, before you can just go back to that point, you know the thing that somebody has his own things that makes him to talk about what impact did you get so as you can just start up such kind of a G castle. Some people talk about Gintu has something that triggered him. You know, everybody has something that has ever triggered you. Maybe for somebody like maybe talk about anyone.
This is what you are telling me now.
Yeah, this is the 10,000 bricks. You can just see how they have just
yeah, if this is the last one and it's looking this way.
Yeah, this is the outer ones. You can check.
One.
Yeah, these are the outer ones.
It's looking nice.
Yeah.
That means all now they are ready.
They are ready, exactly. Ready. They are ready, exactly.
Yeah. I think here there is no smoke now.
Yeah, there's no smoke, right? Exactly.
Yeah. So you are telling me that Marwa, he has nothing to do with anyone until Rosio came in.
Until Rosio now joined the group. That's why now the turning point is.
What did Rosio turn out?
You know, my friend. Let me tell you. For the people who are, I'll tell you 2 records, and I'll just get it direct. And this is the direct view from me what I've just seen. Since she was introduced unto us, you know, we were the people she came and got unto the villa, and Maro himself told her that these are my family and we are with them here, and we are the people. The people are helping me A, B, C, D to make sure that the villa is running and everything is sufficient and everything is going on well. But now, after being introduced, she was so nice. She was just visiting everybody. Even I shot a video with her at first, and she was understanding at first. Now, even you right now, when you go to somebody's home, you will act very cool, very silent. No one knows who you are. But now, after staying there for a while, eating food there, shagarabaga, shenanigans there and there, telenovela, you become now to know that you will now become like you are now the owner. Now, when she was now proposed that Maro started talking about, let me introduce my wife. Now she felt that now everything is under her control. If she was controlling Maro himself, up to date, I'm telling you, Maro is being controlled. And that's the fact. And she started talking about, Maro, I want you to take some boys out of here because they're becoming too many here. We have to make sure that, you know, such kind of the things. You know how our wife started behaving. And talking about, you know, this kind of, we don't have privacy. We have so many people here. You understand? And appointments, you have to get an appointment before coming because now I have a home. But recently, before kind of reaction to the people, how we could just talk about, I want this kind of person to do this and this. Much of the people were coming, he could just fire people harmlessly. Talk about, hey, I don't like how this kind of Joseph Eckers is doing the work, or this kind of the boys are sleeping here. You can just remember there's a boy who was Pablo Jr. Pablo Jr. Was just 100 meters from Maro there. So he was sleeping at the villa, eating at the villa, but he could not do any work there. So there's a day, Rosio talked about, he came while I was in the kitchen cooking, and he told Maro, I've seen there's a boy, short boy, round, black, and he's only coming here to eat. I don't like that kind of a boy. That's the spot I saw Maro coming out from the bedroom, one way. And when he reached down there, he called everybody and said that I'm telling this boy, go, I don't need you here. So it means that sometimes they're being forced to do it. And to the real fact, if you say that I want to help this kind of the people, if you see that kind of a boy doesn't have maybe the parents, maybe they're shagarabagara here and there, you have to think twice. You have to support, even if you don't understand the guy. What's the problem with the guy? Why is he going but coming to sleep and eat? You can never know the scenario of a person, you understand? And you know, you are the person who introduced to them that I like this kind of the people, I like how they are. You just come. You know, what was now forcing Maro now to turn was the time he was telling people, come, you just come, you don't have anything, you just come. We will solve this kind of the things, we'll work on it, I'll help you. You understand? So people got that kind of an urge, and you know how to trigger a human being, an African. Telling an African there's a food, there is everything. You just come. We will solve it. You give her money or him money. We will talk about now. This is the point to go and eat. You understand? Yes, Rosio was controlling, but it was not, you know, you can never go to somebody just once and talk about, hey, I don't want to see you here. No. You can never say that one. No. But the real fact now, it comes to a scenario whereby even the people who she came and got, and they were doing much of the better things. Like, I can give you a small scenario. Look at a boy called, a guy called Farmer Isa. Farmer Issa had a kitchen garden. He was the one who introduced the kitchen garden that served even during the party until the party was over. Then he went to his home. When he came back, he never came. He knew that I have to come and go on with the kitchen garden. My friend, when he came back, he was told that who gave you an appointment? And when Maro came, he told him, Farmer Issa, you have come. Welcome. You just sit there a little bit. I'm coming. We solve some 2-3 issues. Tell us the story from Kisii. Then we continue. When Rosio came out, my friend, who gave you an appointment? And you know now, whenever she's angry, she turns red. Hey, my friend, I'm telling you this as a fact. And the people like Alex who was at the gate, who was told, who told you to open the gate for this kind of the people? Who told you to open the gate for this?
For me, I think you've spoken a lot. I've been listening to you, and I've been triggering something on my head. We are Africans, and we all know how we survive in Africa.
Exactly.
We are brotherhoods. We have grown.
We don't have boundaries.
We don't have boundaries.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I know. But do you think you can get married?
Yeah.
And someone can change you?
Exactly.
Can someone change your mind totally?
But when you go to their home,
when
not
you go
here.
To their home.
Yeah.
You can,
because you understand your area.
Now I'm talking about you right now.
I can never change, bro.
You can never change.
Yeah.
So I think by that time, maybe there's something people didn't understand with Rosio. As me, as an African boy, and we know the African women, how they behave. Despite that, Rosio, she's not an African woman, but she's a woman.
Yeah.
I think by that time, Rosio has already conceived.
I understand.
And we understand that when someone is in pregnancy, she's very choosy. Not even Rosio only. She's very, even your wife. Your wife can be pregnant right now, and without knowing, you'll start seeing her selecting some people and even creating hatred to some people without you knowing that she's pregnant.
But to her side.
To her side.
Yeah, not to my side.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you
exactly.
now. So I think that this came out of her, maybe by choosing people, maybe by selecting people, maybe it was this earlier pregnant. As for me, that's what I can think.
But during that time, it was not.
How many pregnancies does it take until someone is
9.
Give birth? 9 months. So calculate from now, 9 months
backward.
To backwards. Yeah, she was pregnant.
Who told you during after the part? Who told you she was pregnant?
Maybe.
When did she conceive?
I don't know about that one. That's the private. We cannot discuss it here. But what I was explaining is, if a woman conceives, she can be bitter somehow.
I understand that. I understand. I understand that protocol. But now that's when the point now comes out clearly. That's the point now. And now Maro was being controlled muchly. He could not come and solve issues out of camera.
We usually say that family comes first.
I don't deny.
Yeah.
Family comes first.
Yeah.
But again, even friends who are just around you, you should not lose them because of talking about that's a part of your family. But when you talk about the family,
he didn't lose all friends. Some
who told
friends.
You? Much of. Who are so beneficial.
Like?
Huh?
Like
me.
Or your friend tomorrow? Why can't you spare him? Can you? This is 2025. Let me ask you one thing. This is 2025.
2025. Yeah.
Yes. Can you spare him for 3 months, not mentioning his name to your camera?
Do you know he never spared me?
No.
He talked to me.
He spares you.
Who told you he spared me?
He spares you because sometimes he says that I'm a human being. I can make a
Let
mistake.
me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a human, but he told us if you can use his name and do something corrective and correspondent to the real and people can see. When you are calculating mathematics from A to Z, then the teacher is marking an answer. And somebody tells you that this kind of a teacher doesn't see the work, the working. He only sees what?
Answer.
The answer. What are you going to do? You will fake there and ask somebody, hey, bro, hey, what's the answer of this kind of a question? 276. Kilometer. The point to drive home is, when he says that use my name, he never mentioned good or bad. So use my name, but do something which people can see.
So for you, you've used his name and you have been
regardless of using in which kind of a way, but his name?
His name.
Thank you very much.
Bad or good?
Using his name.
Are you comfortable?
Much.
Sure.
I'm much comfortable because
when we started, or you started YouTube, because me I have 6 months right now.
Exactly.
By the way, congratulations to myself because I'm monetized.
Oh, yeah.
And don't start beating me because I'm monetized.
No. You roast me, I roast you. That's the only rule I have.
When you started YouTube, whether you are at the villa or out of the villa,
Exactly.
you saw that time how we have been receiving much international visitors. Nyabuhansi even changed to international village.
I understand.
But now you came up with I don't know if you are the team leader of the negative camp. Who is the team leader?
There's no negative in terms of reaction.
Oh, the other camp. Let me use the other camp.
There's no other camp. Talk about the reality. Talk about the reality show.
This guy is telling me whatever he's doing is the reality.
I'm opening people's eyes.
Reality by pulling someone's name each year.
Huh?
My question, I think this will be the last or second last or maybe 3 questions remaining.
Yeah.
If maybe you are traveling today from here to Nairobi, and it's very urgently, and you are in the bus stop, you find Ayamaro is there, and you are there. And in this bus, we have remaining only with the 2 seats, which is maybe, let's say, seat number 1 and seat number 2. And probably, if you have to go, you have to sit maybe number 2, and Ayamaro will seat number 1. Will you make it to Nairobi with same seat?
Let me tell you, my friend.
You and Ayamaro?
I've understood your question. Very, very fantastic. Let me say this as a fact. This is just the content. And everybody chooses the battle. And when we choose the battle, it doesn't matter. When a forest, an axe was introduced to a forest, and one of the trees said, do you know that it's one of us will ever betray us and be a handle? You understand?
To go and fix the axe.
Fix the axe and we will be demolished. You understand it? So when everything comes out clearly and you're going to be coming back to the society. Do you remember even some of the videos he ever talked about? We were a group outside there, me, Mogesi, other boys here and there. He was ever talking about I sympathize with the other boys, but when I see Gintu, I can talk about Gintu is making a step. And he is now building, and the other boys are doing this and this and this.
Which video was that?
There's a video that was in a live stream.
How soon?
It was last year. Last year, yeah.
Okay.
And he was talking about such kind of the things, talking about the boys in the village. And the fact is one, as he ever said in one of the videos, that he roasted us. And I listened to that video from A to Z. And he was talking about if this kind of the people, they are using my name. And they can use my name, whether bad or good, but they can do something corrective or something good in the village. Lets everybody eat and everybody should go on. And I don't deny it. You understand? So now choosing how can I use his name, it's now my own tactic. So other people use his name in a good way for him. It's their technique because they saw this is the only way I can go. So not everybody will ever go in a one road. There are other some branches there. So if I say that this branch area get this shortcut, I'll get to the other end. It's better. You have your own strategy. Not everybody come out with the strategy of talking about we have to go forward. You understand? And that is the biggest thing I ever did because I don't want to be like I'm not the best, but I'll never be like the rest.
You're not the best but you'll never be there.
I'll never be like the rest. That's the fact thing.
Wow. Tunamalizia.
Yeah. We are coming out one-on-one with Joseph Vegas.
Yes.
One-on-one live coverage and the conversation that has been so fantastic, and we are going on.
Cameras are getting hot, guys. You can see. Cameras are getting hot.
The podcast is hot.
The podcast is hotter. And really hottest. But finally, we'll come to the answer.
We are coming to an answer.
Yeah.
Just put okay. Exactly.
Yes.
Let's go.
We are going.
15%.
So I ask you a question. You've not answered me.
If we sit in one bus, I'm telling you this. I was coming to the answer that there's now much things that cannot be resolved. And there's nothing ever that can never be coming to an end. And the fact is one, because I've ever been receiving calls. Even there's a day I went to Nyabuansa and I met with David Jr. We had a conversation.
Battery low.
Your battery is low. It's less than 15%. It has to be low.
Yeah, I think
you had another one that was 80-something%.
Yes,
maybe now it's 60-something.
Yes, let's check on it, guys. We are moving, guys. We are moving. The only
cameras are cornering here.
Cameras are cornering.
But no problem.
It is camera from China.
Yeah.
Or is from where?
Okay.
We have to go and check it.
Yeah. It's good now.
Yeah, 56.
That's good.
We are good to go.
So whatever I was talking about is when we found ourselves sitting in one seat of a bus and making sure that we have to go from one place in kilometers, you will just wonder the fact. When I met
Where did you meet?
Nyabuansa at his own construction site. I met with him there. We had a conversation of more than an hour.
Sure.
Yeah. And he was telling me much of the things. Nobody could ever. And even Ernest passed and saw us there. Masubu one passed and found us there. Much of the people, even border, they were wondering. Gintu with David Jr.
How?
So sometimes I'm telling you what you think about it's a so chaotic thing. You can find that Gintu is the one who is now you are thinking about. Gintu is the worst. Whenever he comes, he might be the one who is invited, even if you are not invited. Do you know that one?
So the fact is, you are after the content.
Not only after the content. We are rectifying the mistakes which were done so as it can never be done again. You can talk about we were not doing something corrective while we excavated and we came out with how girls were being given the pregnancies as minors. Was that a beneficial to that team or it was a negative to that team? It was a negative. So why can't we rectify? Not everybody can talk about it, and they do it, but they cannot talk about it, and they know themselves. But when we rectify such kind of the things and come out excavating and exposing it, it's gonna be very fantastic. So as next time, whenever they are coming again to our gathering, they'll consider we don't want aged people here. We don't want people who are just below 18. So this is a call for them that next time they'll do something better than that. Next time, whenever you are putting, like you're talking about some condoms there, they know how to put their language out. Not talk about we need some children to be developed here. And at large, who are developing children are the children again. You understand? So it's something that we have to rectify. You understand?
Later on, I asked you that if anyone will ask you, if is there any mistake that family did, can they rectify once and then you stop talking about them?
They come out to their channels and rectify what they put onto the platform. They started it into the platform. They have to end it in the platform. I told you the other day, the same time. I told you that if you want to rectify what you started, if you started it onto the platform, rectify it with the platform again. Okay. Come out clearly and say, we are sorry for the people we have hurt. Everybody that have hurt, we are sorry about it. And even to this and this and this and this, because they came out with our name, real names, and talked about Gintu stole my fish and this and this. We are sorry about it, but we came to know it was this and this and this and this. And for the real fact, Gintu never did this and this and this and this. We are sorry for what happened. And to Mogesi, sorry for what happened, and we have now A, B, C, D for what they talked about, the accusation of that kind of person. Talk about to this kind of a strong man, this and this happened, but we are sorry about this. They came out rectifying the mistakes, how they put it onto the platform.
You yourself, have you ever tried to rectify yourself, maybe saying that even if I was wrong, I'm sorry? Have you ever done that?
How yet the accusation came without...
Yes, I understand you. But
I shot a video the first time.
Have you ever been in a position of saying that I did this, or I never did this, but you say I did this. If I did that, then I'm sorry.
If you say that I never did it, then you say I'm sorry.
No, have you ever in that position? Or can you be in that position?
I can be in that position if I did it. But if I never did it, like talking about I'm sorry, I never did it. So whom are you telling sorry then? What's the sorry for? Say that I never did it, but rectify yourself.
I heard that Mogesi has moved from this team. Is it really?
This team over there? Everybody is doing. I never had a team. Talking about a team, we were just friends. And we were sharing thoughts together.
So I've heard
talking
that,
about you know we have development and we have something called we have to move from one place to another. We don't have to sit in one thing every time and then. Sometimes it comes to expire. You understand?
Are you still together? That's what I mean.
We are together. We are meeting. We are cherishing together. But the fact is, if we have to go forward, we have to go forward. If you decide that I want to follow this channel, I ever talked about that kind of a thing at once, and they talked about Gintu is out of the Three Amigos because I said everybody now should start looking. I should not be moving from here 1.5 kilometers to the Mugesi's home so they can shoot a video. I can shoot it while I'm just at home here. You understand? So that was the fact about it. But we are together in terms of talking and doing some other things.
What was the last video that you made with him?
The last video?
You make. When was that?
The last video we made, I met him while he was talking about he was attacked with the Virginia. I was there at the boutique. He called me himself and talked about, come I show you. And he gave me a recording. He sent my recording to my WhatsApp and talked about, watch that recording. I talked about, oh, what is it for? Let me go look for the data so that I can open. Then whenever I opened, he talked about, oh, I've seen it. Then he told me that come very, very fast so as you can just check. Then I arrived there. I thought about the Juniza and to the boutique. But when I reached there, I talked about, he has now come out right now here. And talked about, now why couldn't you restrain him there so as you can just arrive? You have let him go. So there's nothing there again. You understand? So when I reacted about that kind of a video, and I was supporting him very much, talking about you should not do such kind of a thing. The Junior should have done such kind of a thing. And they came again to the following time telling me that we should go to the police and report the case. And the fact is, one, I was not there. Even the video was sent to me. How am I going to report as a witness now? So it could be so difficult. And it was not even in that morning that it happened around 10 a.m. They talked about we go and report at night.
At night?
So it was.
Oh, the incident was in the morning.
In the morning. So we go at night. How?
It's not
so
sounding.
I talked about it doesn't sound to me.
But I think you know, when they usually say we agree to disagree or we disagree to agree.
Exactly.
I think we are not supposed to go to that an extent that because Gintu has attacked me on online, he has done this and this and this, and now I should face you physically to hit you or to beat you. I think we are not supposed to be in that position.
Exactly.
So me personally, I've never met with Mogesi, so I don't know what happened there. If really Mogesi wanted to hit David Jr. with the motorbike, or how was it? How did you get it yourself?
I got it like the guy was talking about, I am sorry, we never intended to hit you. So it was something that was coming from Ernesto, and it was the thing that was bringing some of the things out which was not correctly. And the fact is that the mistake that David Jr. did, even if they were about to hit you, but not going to the same business and just access the boutique and do harmless things there, everything was down.
Actually, I saw the video. I think what made David Jr. to go there, it's like this guy, even if it was accidentally to hit me, okay, he could have stopped and say, I'm sorry, I never meant it to hit you. But you see the guy went and that's why David Jr.
went there, so you can just ask about it. So
my memory card is full.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that.
Maybe we can use we need to end the video.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe we can use the phone.
So guys, we are having a clear confirmation here, and everything is so fantastic and very punctual. My camera is having even it. Yes, becoming is having some suit.
You guys, things here are very cooking hot.
Yeah, things are cooking
hot, guys. But maybe I can use my phone to end this video here.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me use my phone.
Wow. Exactly. So guys, everything is so fantastic as we're going to be going on with the work, and we are prospering in a gentle format, and everything going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. And you subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you're first time checking on Joseph Vegas, I know we are two teams different here,
but you can subscribe.
Yeah,
we don't choose subscriptions.
And he was the one who talked about I'm going to be supporting, and I have to come to that question. Have you supported Obasa?
No.
What happened?
Because you yourself, you never sure. I don't know what happened with you. Because we were expecting you to give us. Remember, I told you that if she's going back to school, we don't send the money to person.
Yeah, exactly.
You are
send
going
direct to the
to the
account
school.
of the school.
But
Yeah.
I don't know how that story. I think it was a kicking drama in the village.
Not kicking drama.
Where is she now? Because you have never
She's
heard.
in school.
Which school?
The only thing is one, my friend.
Let me put this one off because I'm not using it right now.
Yeah, things do change.
Yeah.
And when we talk about
what
things,
has changed now?
Things change